Hey everybody, Travis Holzem of Food Forest Abundance, Minnesota, and just ending my day up in Norwood, Young America. And I think I would have finished up today, but I was the guest speaker on a webinar, so I lost an hour, which I don't mind. I had a great time, and I got to talk about what I do. So I'm going to turn you around and show you. I got all the main lines run to every bed. I got the main line running from down each row, and then added a T connector, and then ran a 1/2-inch line up into each bed. And then tomorrow in the morning when I get here, I will attach 8 drip lines in each bed. And each drip line will be about 4 feet long. And that's the easy part. All I gotta do is snip them and pop a hole and then push them in. And then I got a bunch of little hose clamps, a little stake that holds on to the hose and keeps it in place. And then I will test the system, make sure there's no leaks, and then as soon as I hook up the app, get it all working, I will bury the main lines. And then I got a bunch of landscape staples that are 3 inches long, and that's stuff I use for the landscape fabric. And basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a trench in the rock and all this gravel, and then pound the staples in to hold the hose down, and then I will bury all the hoses, so you won't know they're here in this garden bed. And here we go. Turn you around, show you. Yesterday I showed you this one that already has the lines in it. You can see the lines running. So there's 4 running this way, 4 running that way. And now I ran the lines, and you can see every bed has a line running to it all the way. 24 raised beds. I'm going to have these sprinklers here on a timer until I get this working. That's what keeps everything watered. But yeah, oh, my neck is really sore from looking down. And oh wow, feels like someone hit me in the back of the neck with a baseball bat. Kind of weird, right? Look at all them peppers. Tomatoes everywhere. Everything's starting to really grow fast, and I got to get some trellises up. As soon as I get the water running, I got to get these trellises up quick, and then we're pretty much finishing here. But that's where I'm at. Like I said, I probably would have finished this up today, but I lost that hour during the webinar. So I will be back bright and early at between 7 and 8 a.m. tomorrow. And I'll be here till I finish it. And it will be finished tomorrow. Now, let me get this. All right. And that's my day today. And I will post a link to the webinar if you are interested in watching it. I was talking to I'm one of the founding partners of Food Forest Abundance with my partner and friend Jim Gale. Him and I started a company together, and Food Forest Abundance Minnesota is my cooperative partner company, my installation company, but Food Forest Abundance is our design and marketing company, and Jim and I started that together. And now we have our Food Forest Abundance has people all over the world that are working with us. And today I was on a webinar for education. Our director of education is Alan Campbell. He's a permaculture expert and one of our designers and installers. He's in Costa Rica. And so I was on, and actually I shared a Airbnb with Alan and Ian and Austin and who else was in there? I think there was 4 of us in that place. Oh, and Chad Johnson. So we all did an install together down in Austin, Texas. So I know Alan a little bit. He's a great guy, great designer. But it was great to be on and see him and talk to him again, and then I got to meet other people that are involved, other designers from around the United States. So basically today's webinar was about me and Minnesota and Zone 4B, and just kind of giving a little education and instruction about how to run your co-op and install team, install business, you know, how to order, where to order, or just basically the steps of people that are not, they've never run a permaculture installation business before. So I am just giving a little feedback and a little help, and yeah, I'll do that in a heartbeat. And so that was great. But I will post a link to that webinar, and I'll also post a link to all of the stuff that I'm using for this irrigation system. You can get a lot of it at Walmart, or you can get it right on Amazon, but I will link to Amazon so you can just go direct to the exact. If you have raised garden beds, this is what you want to use. If you just have an in-ground garden, I will link to that system, which has drip lines, but it also has some sprayers and misters, which it's a nice, really nice system. And then also I'll link to the timer with the app and all the different tools and components that you will make your job much easier if you have the right tools, because without the right tools, it's just, you're not going to be accurate, and it's just not going to go as easy as you think it will. But anyway, I'm out. Grow food, not lawns. And get a hold of me, Travis at foodforceabundance.com, or visit my website, foodforceabundancemn.com, and we can design and install a food forest or regenerative edible landscape in your yard and your property, wherever. We can also build herb spirals for you, raise garden beds, fences, deer fences, grape trellises, kiwi trellises, tomato trellises, anything you need for growing food in your yard, we will do that for you. And we also deal with solar and water catchment systems, everything to do with self-sufficient living. So you take control of your future, so you do not have to rely on big governmente, Big Brother, because Big Brother will not save you when the shit hits the fan. And if you look at what's happening in the world today, or especially the United States, with all the clowns we have running this country, and I'm not talking about one side, I'm talking about all of them. None of them are in Washington, D.C. for your benefit. They're only for their benefit and whatever corporation has their hand in their pocket and owns them. That's who they are in Washington, D.C. for. Any politician that says he's for you is a liar, from the local all the way up to federal. They're all liars, they're all crooks, and they're all corrupt assholes. Have you ever heard one politician encourage families to start growing food in their yard because of the food supply is broken? All of the chemicals that Big Brother, Big Pharma, Big Agriculture, all these companies are poisoning us every day with their shit foods and the poisons they put on the food and in the food, genetically modified foods. Now they want to try to shove goddamn lab-grown meat down your throat. It's time to grow food, my friends. That is the healthiest food you will ever eat, is the food that you grow right in your own backyard without poisons. You know, if you have enough land, chickens, then you get your eggs. You get some feeder chickens. You eat chickens. You get 100 chickens, and you can have what it takes 6 months, 7 months for a turkey or a chicken to get full grown, right? And then what do you got? You got young chickens. You can fill your freezer up, and it doesn't cost crap for chickens. And but then you get free eggs, free chickens, or free meat, and then you got all the benefits of having chickens. There's so many things chickens are good for, but you can also have a cow or two, right? You can have goats, you can have quail, you can have there's some other little hens that people raise, but people raise rabbits, they raise guinea pigs. I mean, there's so many different animals that are beneficial in a natural food system. They all do their part, but you'll make plenty of compost and plenty of fertilizer with chickens and cows and animals, because they eat and they shit, and then they peck at the ground and they walk on the ground, and they just grind that stuff right into your soils, and just it's all beneficial. Well, anyway, I rattled long enough. Get in touch with me and let's get your yard to be an amazing Garden of Eden. Have an amazing day, my friends. See you.